there's another steep one in. Weight sliders and a ball. Let's grab those dumbbells. Let's just start with our feet hip distance apart. Wake that body up. Shoulder rolls up and back. Good. 4, 3, 2. Roll it down. Nod that chin. Follow to that belly. Soften those knees. Take a nice big breath. Exhale. Roll it back up. Again. Shoulders. 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it back down. Follow with those bellies. Soften the knees. And roll it back up. Good. From here, a little step touch to the right. Let's go right and left. Just to wake up that body. First thing this morning. Tapping the toes, letting those arms sway. 4, 3, 2. Now tap the toe, pull it back behind you. Reach to the back of your mat. Squeeze that bum cheek right at your under line as you tap the floor. So I'm still touching the floor, just reaching it back. Thinking of my pubic bone zipping up toward my rib cage. Good. 4, 3, 2. Bring those feet back to the side. Hands into the chest, and let's get some rotation through the upper body. Rotate. Look. Good. Now we're going to add in that punch at that right arm out. Left arm, right, left. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back in. Just rotate. Hands in tight. And bring it back to the front. Hands down. Good. We're going to tap those toes back behind us again. Back, back, back. Can we lift that chest a little bit more? Open up through that collarbone. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Back out to the side. Hands into the chest. Keep them tight. Rotate. Over that leg. You're stepping off. Rotate, rotate. Good. Add in that punch. Right arm out to the side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Front, side to side. Go ahead, take it to a lunge. Bend their right leg, the left leg. So you're going to stick your bum back. Push your sit bones into the back wall and up as your chest leans forward. So you start to hang down by your knees or your shins or your ankles. Good. Over that right leg, hold. Hands can rest on the side. They can rest on the floor. Good. We need that left arm on the thigh or left arm on the floor. Right hand opens up and bring it back to the floor. Open and down. Let's bend that elbow. Lift the elbow. Extend that hand. Bend the elbow. Bring it back to the floor. 2. 1 more. Good. Bring it back to center. Let's get that bum back down. Change sides. Hands onto the thigh or on the floor. Left hand. Pull that elbow up and extend. And down. Up. And lift. Good. 4 more. Allow for that rotation through the ribs. Feel those abdominals pulling inward. 2. 1 more. Good. Bring it in. Let's actually come center, softening both knees. And roll it up to that belly drop the tailbone. Let the weight add that extra stretch between the ribs. Shoulders. 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it back down, nodding the chin. Hollow out that belly, soften the knees. Put those dumbbells just in front of your mat. Roll up without them. We're going to go right into some planks right off the bat today. So let's do some wrist circles. Circle the other direction. Good. So let's come to the edge of our mat so we can roll it down, walk forward. And what we're going to do here is we're also gonna just kind of wake up the body. We're gonna do some extension work as well in this plank. If I can get this knot in my shirt so you can see my belly a little bit. Okay, standing at your sides, take a nice deep breath in, nod that chin. Again, soften the knees, leg forward in the toes, walk it out, find a plank position, full plank, but let's lower those knees and stick your bum up and back, rocking back. Now this is your extension. You're gonna pull forward to your hands, tuck your tail, so think pubic bone to your nose, open that collarbone until the crown of your head lifts to the ceiling. So don't sink in the shoulders, lift up and out. Good, bum goes back, and then tuck that tail, lift the chest, lift the crown of your head up to the ceiling. High as you can go, and back, sit bones wide, and forward. Breathing out, inhale back, exhale to come forward, tuck that tail. One more, and forward. Good, from here, lift those knees full plank. Downward dog, lift your bum. Good, stay nice and high up on those toes, and let's move forward, back to the plank. Feel that pubic bone zipping to your sternum, your tail reaching back for your heels. Lift your bum, down, down. And forward. And back up. And forward. Good. From here, lift that bum and let's wake up those feet one heel at a time. Down and down. Little prances on the spot or walking the dog, if you will. Four, 3, 2, one more. Good. Right up on your toes. Pull forward back to that plank. From here, soften your knees and walk your hands back to your feet. Fold yourself in half, hanging forward, and roll it back up to standing. Good. Do a couple little wrist circles here at the top. Circle the other direction. Good. Roll it back down, nod the chin. Keep the weight forward in your toes. Good. Walking your hands forward. Take your hands a little wider than your shoulders, maybe a little wider than your mat. Lower your knees, one push-up. Drop your chest between your thumbs. Push up. Lift those knees. Walk your hands back to your feet. Stay here hanging forward. Walk it back out to your plank. Hands forward. Take them wide. Get ready for that push-up. Knees down. Lower the chest. Lift up. Lift the knees. Walk your hands back to your feet. 2 more times. Walk it forward. Arms wide, knees down, lower. Exhale, lift that little belly. Push away. Lift the knees. Last one forward. Take it wide for that push up by lowering those knees. And exhale, lift that belly. Lift and walk it back. Roll it up. Nice. Good, again, let's do some wrist circles here. And circle the other way. Good, now we're gonna roll down. We're gonna stay there for some plank variations. Let's nod that chin. Roll it down. Walk those hands forward. I did say I was cold, I had to warm us up. So from here, legs pull back. We're gonna do 2 different variations of it today. So just to start, let's start with both feet on the floor, rock forward and back. Push to the toes, push the heels back. Pull into that low belly. Open that collarbone wider. 2, 1. Good, lift your bum high to the sky. Take a moment here, toes are lifted. Right, your heels are lifted, you're on your toes, that makes way more sense. We're gonna come back, we're gonna do that same rock but with one foot. So pull forward, back to your plank. Opening the collarbone, find those golf balls. Lift your right leg up, push and retract. Push through the heels, through the toes, through the heels, the toes, the heels. Both feet down, left leg lifted up. And again, push the toes, push the heels back. Toes, heels back. Toes, heels back. Last time, both feet down, down dog. Good, lower your knees. Take a little tiny child's pose, give your wrist a break. Okay, we're gonna do another variation with a single leg. This time we're gonna lift the leg up and down. There's no rocking, just a straight up and down. So pull it back, find your plank. Good, roll those shoulders back. Let's take that right leg, point the foot, and exhale, lift your belly, lift the leg. 5, lower, exhale. 4, 3, 2, one more. Put the foot down, change legs, left foot up. Lift your belly, close your ribs, lift. 3, 2, one more. Good, toes down, down dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Good, hanging upside down, take a moment. Roll it up. Lift the chest. Woo. Shoulder rolls, very nice. Let's come back to center. Take those legs nice and wide. Those dumbbells should be in front of you. We're gonna roll down and pick them up. Nod the chin. Soften those knees, hang forward, grab the dumbbells. Roll it back up. Nice and tall. Let's do a couple shoulder rolls at the top. Good, turn those legs out. Let's find our grand plie. Here we go. Take it down and up. Pressing through the heel, baby toe, big toe, right? Think of that tripod through the feet. Keep the head on top of the shoulders and the ribs, ribs on top of the pelvis. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it down, pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it low, take those arms out, lateral raise and in. Stay low in the legs. Lift. Good, can you drop that tailbone down so it's pointing directly to your mat a little bit? 4, 3, 2, one more. Good, turn those palms into your body. We're gonna stretch the legs. Forward raise as we go down. And up. Forward and lift. Exhale. Let's think about those suspenders again, between the hips and the ribs. Exhale, tighten those suspenders. Keeping those abdominals engaged throughout here. 4, 3 more. 2, one more time. Hold it low, turn those palms in, open wide. Hugging a tree in. Open and exhale, close. Keep that chest lifted, close the lowest ribs, that 12th rib. Cinch it in so it doesn't flare, no ribs popping. Weight in the heels, baby toe, big toe. Last 2. Last 1. Good, bring those hands down, pulse the legs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, all the way up. Lovely, turn those legs parallel. Soften the knees, hinging it forward. So we're going for a flat back. Ideally, I want you parallel to the floor, okay? Feel your tailbone lifting and that belly hollowing out. Hands down, palms facing the legs, wide elbow row up and down. So exhale, pull those elbows. Feel your elbows, the back of your upper arm, your shoulder blades all holding onto the ceiling. And then drop those hands down, lift. Lift that pelvic floor, close those ribs. Good, 4, 3, 2, one more time. Good, from here, roll it down. Relax the body, stretch out the hamstrings a little. Roll it back up. We're gonna come right back to the same position, so softening those knees again, fold forward from those hips. Good, same position with those arms, palms facing the back wall. Lift those elbows high, we're gonna hold it here, and extend baby fingers out to the sky. And extend. For those triceps, for your posterior delts, for your rhomboids, right? Let's have a long neck, shoulders down and away. Think of where the bottom shoulder blade is, pinch that together toward your spine. 4 more. 3, 2, one more. Good, bring those hands down, fall down, release the head. And roll it back up. Good, let's take it back to turnout. Good, we're gonna sink it back down into that plie. I want to take our right hand high. We're gonna do a little side bend to the left. And then we're gonna pull that right elbow and do a nice little side crunch to the right. So reach over to the left and pull in. Inhale and pull in. Working that right oblique, stretching it out, tightening it. Good. 4, 3, 2, one more. Good, bring those hands back down. Other side, reach up and over to the right, and then pull that left elbow, lean to the left. And exhale, tighten that left waist. Feel that armpit reaching over toward your knee. Good, breathe out. Close those ribs in. Zip up that pelvic floor. Good. 5, and 4, and 3. 2 more. One more time. Good, bring it back in. Pulse the legs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, all the way up. Nice. Let's grab one glider. We're gonna keep the dumbbells. You can grab water if you need it. I'm gonna roll up my mat a little bit. It's always a good time to clean the floor now, right? Okay, so let's take that glider or whatever we're using to soften the right foot. I'm gonna put my left foot on my mat so that it stays grounded. My hands are gonna stay at my sides. I'm gonna square my hips up to my front wall. Just taking it into your lunge or split squat. So we slide that right foot back, bending both knees. Exhale, push your left heel to come up. Inhale down. Exhale to lift. Go down and lift. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. 2. One more time. Good. This time, take it down. Hold it. Let's make sure your knee doesn't pass your toes. Good. I want your hands to your hips. I want you to lean forward. Chest over the knee, over your ankle. Pull the back leg in. Stick the back leg out. Pull it in. Exhale. Hollowing out that low belly. Close those ribs. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2. One more time. Stand up. Nice. Lovely. From here, I'm just going to turn sideways because I want that right leg to go to the side. So soften those knees. I'm going to let those hands dangle right in front of my thighs. So pull those hip bones back, chest forward. Left leg is bent, the right leg is just going to stretch out and come in. So stretch that right leg, pull it in. Can we get that heel down? That's for myself. Heel down, heel in. Push for the heels, pull it back in. So again, really working on a stabilization on that left leg. Spiral that left leg, drill that heel into the floor. Focus on that low belly, hollowing out on that exhale as the leg pulls in. Good. 2. Last time, we're gonna press it back out and just stay on the toes of that right foot. Circle that right foot back, 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 back. Isn't that fun? Circle the other way. Circle forward. Keep it out to the side. Try to keep those hips square. 2, 1, and in. Ooh. Nice. Shake out the left leg. Let's change legs. We're gonna go back to that split squat. I'm standing on my right leg now. Gliders under my left. Hands are just down at the side. And we're ready. Split squat. Take it down. Exhale, push through that front leg to come up. And down. And lift. Good. And lift. Again, check in with that right knee. Let's make sure it's pointing over your second toe. Right? It doesn't pass your toenails on the lowering. Good. 2 more. One more time. All right, that's a half line because we gotta go back down and stay there. So take it down. Hands to the hip, chest forward, over that front leg. Again, spiral that heel into the ground. And exhale, left leg in. And back. Let's square up those hips. Tighten those suspenders on the left side. Because that left one wants to stick out, right? It wants to get longer. So pull it in. Hands can go to the hips so they can stretch it back behind you. 4. Good. 3 more. And 2 more. Last one. Stand it up. Lovely. We're going to turn it sideways so the left leg can move out. So let's soften those knees. Standing on that right leg. Hands dangling in front to relax that collarbone. Let's push that left leg straight. Pull it back in. Push through the heel. Good. Let's use that exhale on the way in to hollow out the belly. Inhale wide. Exhale in. Inhale. And exhale. 3. 2. Last time. Now push it out with the toes. And we circle back. I find this one a little easier if I put my hands on my hips so I can really focus on my pelvis staying still. Good. Circle in the other direction. Left. Goes back. 4, 3, 2, 1. And back. Ooh, nice. Good work. Let's put those dumbbells down. Let's bring both sliders out with us. We're going to come down onto our knees. So I'm going to stay on my folded mat for my knees. I'm going to put those sliders underneath my hands. And we're going to think of this as kind of like an ab wheel. Okay, I want those hands to slide out in front of you, letting the chest drop and your head drop. However, I want your bum to stay on top of your knees. Now exhale, lift your belly, close your rib cage, then slide those hands back in. Really engaging your tricep and your lats. So inhale, find that abdominals, exhale, pelvis floor, waistline, rib cage. Pull your hands back underneath you. Do your best to keep your bum nice and still. Tailbone is high. And exhale. Keep the head in line with your spine, right? So my ears are dropping because my shoulders are dropping. And then exhale, my shoulders are lifting, my head is lifting. Inhale. And exhale, pelvic floor. Lift it in and up. Yeah, one more time. And exhale, pelvic floor. In and up. Nice. Taking it wide, let's bend those elbows for a push-up. Come up, pull your hands back in. So nice and slow. Take those hands wide to drop the chest down between the thumbs. And exhale. Pull it to the belly. Slide those hands together. Wide, lower, up. 2. And one more time. Nice work, good. Let's come off of those. Let's get rid of the gliders. If your mat's rolled up, let's extend it out again. Good. We're gonna come into some side planks again. Keep working those obliques a little bit. So let's come onto the right forearm. So if we can, I want that top left leg nice and straight. I want that right leg bent and that right forearm down underneath your shoulder. We're gonna roll the shoulders back, lifting those ribs. Good, and then we're gonna lift those hips. So from here, pubic bone, belly button, sternum, nose all nice straight down in a line. A side bend, you're gonna lift those ribs, lift your hips, looking to the floor, taking the left hand over, and then come back to that nice straight line, hand to the ceiling. Good. Exhale, hollow out that belly. Feel that right oblique. Inhale, extending long. Exhale. Take your time. Really feel the work going in through your waistline. 2. Last one. Good. Now from here, take the hand behind the head. Think of your armpit moving toward your left leg. Try not to drop your hips too deep. They're going to move a little. So let's keep the hips in the air. So armpit to leg. And armpit to leg. Good. 4. Keep lifting up and out of that shoulders. 3, 2. One more time. Lovely down. Bring it off the arm. Good. That's a lot of work in the shoulders. So let's do some shoulder rolls. Good. Hands to the shoulders. Glute elbows up and back. Elbows. Good. Let those hands rest. Drop your right ear. And just turn. Let the head fall down and over to the left. Let it fall back down and over to the right. 2 more. And 1 more. And up, shoulders. Lovely. We're going to take it to the left side. Good. So left leg is bent, right leg is long. On that left forearm. First thing, roll the shoulder back. Let's really find that position for the shoulder blade. Ribs lifted. Exhale, pull into that belly. Good. Right hand's going to go high. We're in that nice straight diagonal line. Now we go into that side bend, lifting the hips, using the left oblique to bend the body laterally, and then come back, nice straight line. And exhale. And up. And again, breathe out. And breathe out. 2 more. 1 more time. Good. Coming back up. Take the hand behind the head. So again, think armpit and leg together. Again, don't let your bum drop to the floor. Right? Stay off of the mat. 5, 4, 3, 2. 1 more time. Lovely. Bring it down. Good. Sit up, shoulder rolls. Take your time, catch your breath. Nice big inhale. Nice slow exhale. Good. Drop the left here. Let the head fall down and around to the right. And down and around to the left. Let's do 1 more each way. And over. And over. And up. Nice. Shoulder rolls. Good work. Lovely. From there, let's take it. We'll do 1 more. We're going to do this for your arms. My brain kept going back and forth if I wanted to do it or not, but I do. So, for the wrist, give them a little circle. Take your hands behind you, fingertips pointed to your bum, or slightly turned out. Don't have your hands facing back. We do this in yoga class a lot. We turn those fingertips back. Okay? I don't want that. I don't want us to lock out the elbow joint. Okay? I want you to keep the elbows soft as you can so we work those triceps. So fingertips pointing inward, knees are bent, feet on the floor. We're going to open up that chest. From here, you're going to exhale, tuck your tail and try to lift your bum up, pushing your knees forward over your toes. This is going to be a nice big stretch down your biceps, your forearms maybe. Opening up that collarbone and then bring your bum down. My eyes are going to stay on the wall in front of me. They're just moving up the wall. So exhale, tuck your tail, push those knees forward and back down. Good. And again, exhale. Keep your shoulders over your wrists. And down. And again, lift. Last one, lift it up, see if we can hold it. Challenge if you want, you're going to do some marches. You're going to exhale, lift one leg, and then change for the other leg. Otherwise, just hold the position. Breathe through that stretch. Drop that chin so your eyes are still forward. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Beautiful, both feet down, bring your bum down, and come off your hands. Ooh, good. Take your right hand forward, dropping the fingertips. Grab those fingertips and pull them down toward your armpit. Stretching out the top of that forearm, top of the wrist. Good. Other side. Good. Very nice. Let's grab our dumbbells and our ball. We're going to lay on our back, placing the ball underneath our bum. Okay, so laying on our back, let's place the ball underneath our sacrum. If we got our dumbbells and we want them, they're in our hands, our legs up to the table. Good. Let's just take those hands to the ceiling. Let's go right into that balance today. Feel your tailbone nice and heavy, reaching over that ball, but keep those ribs closing. That 12th rib is still trying to press down into your mat. Okay. Inhale to open the legs wide, and now exhale, plunge that pelvic floor. Zip up through the front of the pelvis, close those ribs and squeeze your legs back together. So inhale. And exhale, pelvic floor. Zip up the jeans, close the ribs, and then pull the legs in. So yes, you're using your adductors, your inner thigh muscles, but they're secondary to everything else going on in that pelvic floor, in your deep core. Exhale, pelvic floor, waistline, rib cage. Inhale. And exhale. Good, one more time. And look. Good, from here right into our toe touches. Exhale, right foot down. And up again, find that pelvic floor. Zip up the pelvic floor, close the ribs. And exhale. Pull that blueberry inward and up. You also think of drawing your anus inward and up. I like that visual for myself. I can feel it go right up my sacrum. And then I can think of the zipper on my jeans, zipping up to the front. So I'm zipping the front and back of my pelvis. Last two. Last one. Good, from here. Take the legs straight up. As straight as they'll go for you today, first thing. Flex the feet, point the feet. Flex and point. Flex, point. Flex, point. Good, point now, externally rotate. Turn your thighs, your knees, your toes open. Flex so you're in this nice little ballerina flex foot position. Point your toes. Flex and point. And flex. Keep that turn out. Good. Keep the feet pointed. Good. From here, I want you to lower the legs away from you. So exhale, zip up the pelvic floor, waistline, rib cage. Lower the legs about 4 inches. And then inhale, bring them up. If that felt okay, you're going to go for 6. But exhale, pelvic floor, zip it up. Waistline, rib cage, keep your ribs heavy, belly sinking. Inhale, return. So we're taking those legs as far away from us as we can go. Make sure that pelvic floor is lifted, ribs are down, belly is sinking, there's no buns rising in the oven. Let's keep it down. 2. And one more time. Good, bring it back up. We're gonna add in some arms. So let's roll the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, pelvic floor, waistline, ribcage, right hand, left leg, down and away. Bring them up. Let's try for nice and straight, turned out legs. And up. And exhale. Pelvic floor, waistline, ribcage. And again, exhale. Pelvic floor, waistline, ribcage. Good, 2 more. One more. Good, bend those knees in, give yourself a little rest for a moment. Good, I want you to put your dumbbells down. Hold your right leg and slide the left leg long on the floor. We're gonna open up to the front of that hip. So keep that left heel connected to the ground as straight as you can go. Take a nice deep breath, and then exhale, tuck your tail. Tuck that tail, pull in that belly, feel a stretch right over the front pocket. Good, and release it, bring it back in. Good. Right foot down, sliding it out as far as it can go, and tack your tail. Find the stretch on the front of the thigh. Good, and bring it back. Lovely. I want you to take yourself up and off the ball. We're going to keep working those lower abdominals, but it's going to be a little more. Two things. On the ball is challenging because it's unstable. On the floor gets harder because you then know when your ribs and your back actually arch a little bit more. I find this is easier for me to notice when those change. So we're going to take the ball and we're going to put it between your shins, between your ankles. Okay? And we're just going to start in tabletop, hands pressing down into the ground. We're just going to do a double leg stretch. You're going to take a breath in. Exhale, pull into that pelvic floor, zip up to the pelvic floor, close the ribs and press your legs forward. And pull them back in. Again, make sure the belly button is sinking. So exhale, anus in and up. Get to the front of the pelvis, close those ribs, extend the legs. And inhale. So again, I want to make sure we're connected. Then we move. Exhale, pelvic floor. Zip it up, close the ribs. And in. Open the collarbone. Exhale, anus in and up. Zip to the front of the pelvis, close the rib cage. Two more. Exhale, anus in and up. Zip to the front of the pelvis, close those ribs. Last one, we're going to press out and hold it. So zip up that pelvic floor, close those ribs and out. Now we're on a ball, so take your one leg on top of the other and switch. Switch. Keep breathing to hollow out that low belly. Last two. Last one. Good, back to parallel. Bring your legs back in. Hug your knees. Nice. Now, even more challenging, you're going to turn the legs out and put the ball between your heels. So we did this on the ball, right? We're going to lower the legs away and bring them back up. But again, we got to make sure our rib cage stays down and that belly hollows out. So take your inhale. Exhale, pelvic floor. Zipping it up, closing the rib cage, lowering those legs away from you. And back up. And exhale, pelvic floor. Zip through that pelvis. Close those ribs. And up. And exhale, anus in and up. Zip to the front of the pelvis, close those ribs. Two more. Exhale, pelvic floor, waistline, rib cage, lowering away. And last one. And back up. Good. Relax. Good. Take your feet to the floor, knees nice and wide. You can just hold on to the ball. We're going to let the legs fall to the left. Letting that right knee fall in. Take a moment. Allow for that stretch over that right thigh. And then slowly lift the right leg, left leg follows. Over to the other side, dropping that left knee down. Good, bringing it back up. And just center. Good, bring your leg, actually, roll to your side and sit up. Take the squishy ball behind your ribs. Good. So again, from here, again, paying attention to the ball. Mine is very deflated and I can't fill it up. So you got to put that ball between the shoulder blades, but I need you to be in a position where you can feel your tailbone dropping toward your heels rather than you're safe from resting. So you can either see my lower back is completely on the ground, right? I could do this all day long and that's just going to keep bearing down on that pelvic floor, okay? So I want that ball to come a little lower for me so that my lower back actually has space under it and my tail is pointing down. So now there's work in my low belly holding me up, okay? Hands behind the head. Feel those hip bones reaching for your heels pressing into the floor. We're going to inhale, take it back, up and over, and just come back to neutral. So exhale, pull into that pelvic floor, close the ribs, and lift. Neutral. So I'm looking up toward the top of the wall in front of me. And then inhale, take it back. And exhale. So moving way above the knee. Inhale. And exhale, listen it up. Sit through for the pelvis, close those ribs. Inhale. And exhale, lift. Hold it here. Good. I'm shaking. I want you to be shaking. Hold yourself with that low belly. We're going to try to come a little bit higher to feel those ribs. Try to lift off the ball. Exhale up and relax. Exhale up and relax. And lift. Good. Lift. Breathe out. These are little. 4, 3, 2. One more. Good. All the way back. Release. Keep the head heavy in the hands. If you can open those elbows wide, let's do that. Good. We're going to come right back up. Lift the elbows, nod the chin. Exhale. Pull into that pelvis floor. Closing those ribs to lift yourself up. Find that shape. Lift yourself a little bit higher. Nice and wide on the collarbone. And marches. Exhale. One leg up. And down. You can see that belly. Let's make sure it's sinking. And exhale. Good. And breathe. And breathe out. Follow it out. If you want to, you can stretch those arms forward. Only if the neck can handle it. Otherwise, support the head. If your arms are stretched forward, feel like you're holding that golf ball in your armpit. 2. One more. Good. Hands back behind your head and all the way back. Lovely. Off the ball. Nice work. Good. Let's work on a roll up today. So place the ball between the legs so you know where it is and you can activate those inner thighs to help ground that pelvic floor. Walk your feet forward so they're still flat on the ground, but you've got a nice distance between your feet and your bum. Okay? Take those hands, reach them up. We're going to follow so we can grab onto those legs. Take a breath, nodding the chin and exhale, pelvic floor. Zip up to the front and back of the pelvis. Curl it up, grab your legs. Now use your biceps, lift a little higher and tuck your tail. Walk your feet forward. Keep tucking your tail, tucking your tail, tucking your tail. Walk your hands forward. Keep walking them in, lengthen and lift tall. Sit it up, drop the shoulders. Good. Rolling it back halfway. So again, you gotta keep tension on the ball. Exhale, scoot through that low belly. Right? Start to roll back behind your sit bones. You can guide yourself with those hands. Rolling behind the sit bones to get the sacrum to the floor. Take a breath here. And then exhale, hollow up that belly. Pulling it back up, keep that tailbone tucked under. Walk your hands in front of your chin. And then sit on the sit bones and lengthen the spine, head up. Good. Again, rolling back. Exhale, scoot belly button fold. Because that pelvic floor is lifting and rolling you back behind your sit bones. Reaching to the sacrum to touch the ground. Again, arms are here to support you if you need them. Take that breath in and exhale. Follow up that belly, rolling forward over top of the ball. Grab your shins. Sit on your sit bones, lengthen the spine. Last one, I promise. Last one. Exhale, scoot. Follow up that belly, rolling it back behind the sit bones. Squeeze it off. Stay from down. Pause to breathe. And exhale. Rolling it back up. Lengthen and lift. Good. All the way up. You can do it. Get up there, drop the shoulders, and release it. Lovely. Let's come down onto our belly. Good. So laying on our stomach, let's just start with a nice hip flexor quad stretch so that we can lay ideally on this floor a little more flat. Right? So if we're laying on our stomach here, just notice how flat your hips are, how flat your thighs are into the ground, just so we can compare it up. Bend the left leg, reach back with your left hand, pull that foot to your bum, lower your head down. You can put it on a fist, on a flat hand. Try to squeeze your knees together and tuck your tail. Follow out that belly. Breathe out, focus on that pelvic floor. Focus on those ribs closing in. You're trying to pull that elbow, right, your heels closer to your bum by bending that elbow. Good, we'll let it go. Changing sides. Bend that right leg. Grab with that right hand, take that head down. And breathe in, exhale, tuck the tail. Pull into that pelvic floor, zip up the front of the pelvis, close the ribs. Good, nice strong exhale. Feel that pelvic floor lift in, feel that belly button pull away from the ground. And let it go, rest. Nice. So you can give your hips a little wiggle from side to side, and then just take a moment. How do your thighs feel? Ideally, they feel a little bit flatter, closer to the ground. That's where mine are at, which is good. Okay, we're gonna take this into basic back extension, just the arms. So I want you to bring your hands back by your hips. I want your nose to hover the floor. Okay, so don't smush it into the ground. Hover that nose an inch as you look at the mat. Roll the shoulders back, and again, tuck your tail. Hands lift an inch. Holding this position, we're gonna squeeze those arms into the body, and we're just gonna breathe. So take that breath in, and then exhale, pelvic floor, zip up to the front of the pelvis, closing those ribs. Inhale. And exhale, pull into that pelvic floor, zip up to the front of the pelvis, closing those ribs. Inhale. Exhale, pull that low belly inward and up. Soften those ribs, keep the face hovering. One more time, exhale. And down. We're gonna do all of that again, so let's keep that energy in the arms. We're gonna inhale, lift the chest, exhale, lower down. So I want you to imagine that when we exhale, there's a beach ball under our belly, and we gotta bring our ribs over that ball, okay? So let's inhale, lengthen those arms, pull the chest forward to lift the face. Now exhale, tuck the tail, lift that pelvic floor, belly button, rib cage, and go up and over with the ribs, and your head will follow. So don't lead with your nose, lead with your chest. Inhale, I'm still leading with my chest. Exhale, lift up that low belly. Lead with your ribs, your chest down. Squeeze those arms into the body, nice and tight. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Two more. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale. Lift that pelvic floor, zip up that belly. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Rest. Ooh, you should feel the back of those arms. They should be tired. Okay. We're going to take those arms forward into our V. So ideally, I want you to be able to slide your hands, not very much, but just a little bit so we can find this position. So take your arms up into a nice V or capital Y position. Again, I want you to lift your nose away from the floor. And as you tuck your tail and exhale, lifting the pelvic floor, belly button, rib cage, roll your shoulders back, lift your chest 2 more inches. That slid my hands in. That pulled my hands back and in a little bit. Okay? I'm going to keep my body in this position, and I'm going to keep focusing on my lower back to stay long. Exhale, try to lift both hands up and off the floor. Inhale, bring them back down. Again, exhale, pelvic floor, in and out, zipping to the front of the pelvis, closing the rib cage, lifting the arms. So again, finding your core, then moving the arms. Exhale. Lift those arms. Let's try to keep those legs nice and heavy. Good, 2 more. 1 more. Good, we're going to keep the body in this position. We're going to keep the hands down though. And tuck the tail and stretch the legs. So exhale, lift those legs up behind you and back down. Good, my hands are gently pressing into the floor, so I engage my armpits and engage my lats. Exhale, lift those legs. But again, zip up to the front of the pelvis, lift your belly button. And again, zip up to the front of the pelvis. 2. One more time. And down, rest. All the way down. Good. So we're going to see if we can lift the arms and the legs together. So again, roll your shoulders back, lift that chest, pull those arms back a little bit more. And again, exhale, innocent and out, zip to the front of the pelvis as you tuck your tail, lift your legs, lift your arms, and down. And exhale to lift. And lift. Good, nice big exhales. Feel that pelvic floor zipping inward, those ribs closing. Trying to keep those eyes forward to the front edge of your mat. 2. One more time. Good, bring it down, rest. Lovely. Let's push it back to a child's pose. Good, take your hands over to the right side. Find that stretch down the left side of the body. Add a little rotation. Drop the left armpit, left side down, looking underneath the right arm. Good, bringing it back to center. Good, walk those hands over to the left side. And again, sink that right armpit looking underneath the left. Good, release it, come back to center. Good, up on all fours. Let's bring that right leg forward to a lunge. Let's keep those hips nice and square and lift the chest. Cool. Hips square to the wall in front of you. Take a nice big breath in. And exhale, draw the anus in and out. So to the front of the pelvis and close those ribs. Inhale. Exhale, anus in and out. Zip to the front of the pelvis. Close those ribs. One more big breath in. And exhale. Good, bring it down. Curl those back toes under, lifting that left knee. Let's take a spiral. Right hand opens up to the side. Push through that left heel. Pull the chest into the right leg and lengthen that body forward to the front edge of your mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Good. Gonna release it. Changing legs. Good. Readjust that right knee. Keep those hips nice and square and bring yourself up to balance. Good. We're trying to keep the pelvis underneath our chest. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, draw into the pelvic floor. Anus in and out. Softening those ribs. Inhale. And exhale, pelvic floor. Waistline, rib cage. Inhale. And exhale, pelvic floor. Waistline, rib cage. And good. Hands down on the inside. Let's curl the right toes under to lift that right knee and spiral into the left. Left hand high. Pushing through that right heel. Pulling the chest forward to the front edge of your mat. Really finding that length. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Bring it back down. Release the leg. Good. We're coming back into a plank. Finish up here. We're going to do a plank. Count to 10 center. Roll to one side. Count to 10. center for 10, other side for 10. I'll give you the option, you can be on your forearms. I have no issues with forearms, no issues with knees, okay? Coming back up, find your plank. Feel that low belly pulling in and away from the ground. Ready, inhale, and exhale. 10, keep breathing, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rotate to the right, left hand is gonna come up, holding it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, bring it back to center, hold it here. Again, focus that belly pulling up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rotate, right hand high. Take a breath in and exhale. Pelvic floor, waistline, rib cage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Center, downward dog. Lift your bum. Good. Slowly walk your hands back to your feet and roll it up to standing. Good. One last little stretch here for those hamstrings. I want you to put your hands on your hips. I want you to bring your right heel in front of you. And then push your hips backwards. Focus on that right sit bone lifting nice and high to the sky. And breathe here. You can put your hand on the left thigh. Close those ribs as you breathe out. Slowly bring your body up. Bring that leg in, other leg, take it forward. And again, folding, pushing those hip bones backward. Really feel that sit bone lifting high. I'm keeping my knees slightly soft so I can get the stretch higher into that hamstring. When I stretch my knee, because I'm typically hyperextended, I just get the stretch right underneath the kneecap. Feel good, but I don't need the stretch there. I need that stretch to be higher. So keep that tailbone lifting higher, everybody. Close those ribs, 4, 3, 2, and bring it up. Lovely, standing hip distance apart. Let's finish with a big breath and a roll down. Take a big breath high. And exhale, roll it down, nodding chin. And then exhale, roll it all the way back up. Standing tall. Shake out your arms, shake out your legs. Give it a little wiggle. Enjoy your week. I am teaching Friday, same time. If I don't see you, have a good Easter weekend. Otherwise, I'll see you.
Awesome. We'll see you Friday. Thanks so much.
You're welcome. Bye.